Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin will in the next few days probably get a push down, and this will be your last chance. Let me show you. We are still trading in a horizontal range where you are going to see every single time we are seeing a rejection or every single time we are seeing a bigger bounce towards the upside, people are getting wrecked. Simply because Bitcoin is forming a swing failure pattern or a liquidity grab literally every single time. So you're going to see, before we have gotten this bigger rejection, this bigger retracement back towards upside, we needed to take the liquidity exactly above the recent high. So what does that mean? People that are shorting Bitcoin and going already with a short position, probably they are setting their stop loss exactly above the high. So before we do see a bigger rejection towards upside, we need to stop them out, we need to wreck them. So with a wake up, we stop them out of their trade, and only then Bitcoin does see a bigger reversal back towards upside. And those liquidity grabs are happening every single time, and it does look like Bitcoin for the past couple of days right here has been doing exactly that. Liquidity grab then below the recent low, rotation towards the upside. Another liquidity grab below the recent low, another rotation back towards the upside. And also, remember what I tweeted yesterday, where I said Bitcoin is trading at the bottom of the range. Major level to hold if we want a push up. Trade the range until it actually breaks. So what does that mean? At the bottom of our horizontal range, we are potentially interested to fire another long or buy position, especially if you notice we have gotten another liquidity grab. So once again, the story is repeating every single time. Liquidity grab below the recent low, push towards the upside, and maybe right now you're wondering, why did we get another rejection exactly at this specific area? Pay attention right now to the liquidations, because it really does look like push towards the upside, people are getting liquidated all over the place, and after everyone is wrecked, after everyone is stopped out with a swing failure pattern or a liquidity grab, only then we can see a bounce towards the upside or a rejection back towards the downside. So right now, of course, the question is, how long is this specific range going to last? Can we still look to go with another long position at the bottom of the range? And can we maybe even look to go with a short position at the top of the range? Let me right now make a very simple plan, easy to follow plan we can implement with our own trades. As of right now, I am still holding some very nice long positions on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on Hype, and of course also on many different altcoins, because personally I did fire a long position of Bitcoin at approximately 100,000 US dollars. And guess what? Also, this specific trade was fired after Bitcoin has taken the liquidity exactly below our recent low. So again, those liquidity grabs, those swing failure patterns are happening very often, and if we do see it on a higher term time frame, it can simply offer to us a very high probability trade where we can be looking for a long position if we are taking out the recent lows, or maybe even a short position if we are taking out the recent high. That is also why for the past couple of days I talked about the liquidity level at approximately 109,000 US dollars, because it's not only a liquidity level, it is also very nicely aligning with the top of a significant descending channel, and also with a very important Fibonacci retracement level. But the thing is, what if Bitcoin, before we move higher right now, is going to see a push towards upside? That being said, our smaller horizontal range can potentially do see a breakdown. Where can we actually fire another long or a buy position on the Bitcoin chart itself? Before we do talk about that, I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are really possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let me right now first of all do share with you two different bullish elite wave counts, and of course both of them are saying to us expect another push down towards the area of support, towards some very important price targets before we can fire another long or buy position. So if you right now ask me, would I fire another long position where Bitcoin is trading as of right now? To be honest, not really. We are not trading at any important support levels, and also if you look like that, we are not grabbing any liquidity below the recent lows, because we are simply trading trading at the middle of our horizontal range. The thing is, if Bitcoin is going to right now see another push towards the upside, of course, we are simply going to be aware of another liquidity level at approximately 109,000 US dollars. And in this case, we are talking about this specific bullish Elliott wave count. We have gotten an impulse, we got a correction, another impulse, another correction, and if Bitcoin does see a break towards the upside out of our horizontal range before taking out this specific low, or simply before we break the range towards upside, that being said, we need to see a push up literally today or tomorrow. We are going to talk about this specific 5-wave price structure towards the upside, where of course, yes, I would be looking to fire another short position of Bitcoin at 109,000 US dollars. However, please pay very close attention to what I am going to share with you right now. If Bitcoin does not continue higher, that being said, our trading idea we have been talking about for the past couple of days is not going to play out. We need to be aware of another Elliott wave count. And this count is going to be, we got the first impulse, we got a correction right here, and then we go with the third Elliott wave right here, and we go with the fourth one at this specific area, with the fifth one being this exact high at approximately 108,000 US dollars. So it really does depend right now what Bitcoin is going to do. Is the range going to see a break towards the upside? In that case, we are talking about this specific trading idea. In a case Bitcoin does see a breakdown out of our horizontal range, we are talking about this specific Elliott wave count, which means we are right now already forming some kind of an ABC correction, and we can be looking for a brand new long or a buying position of Bitcoin literally in the next couple of days. After the correction is finished, I really do think this right here is going to be your last chance before you can fire another long position, before Bitcoin can actually form another all-time high. So probably right now you're wondering, what is the support area you should be aware of? Because the reality is we need to go with some very important Fibonacci retracement price targets. So we are going to go from the exact low back towards the high, where I would actually already pay attention towards the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level and 0.32. Now, I can already see in the comments people saying to me, bro, if we are pushing towards the upside with a correction right here, the target you should be aware of is going to be 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level at least. But the reality is, as of right now, it really does look like the correction is being very, very shallow. And also, I am aware we are trading in a significant uptrend on the 4-hourly, on the 2-hourly, and also on the 1-hourly time frame. That is why I would already right now pay attention to for Bitcoin towards 0.236 and also 0.32 Fibonacci retracement level that are as of right now landing at approximately 105.8 to 104.4 thousand US dollars. And of course, both of those targets right here are also not random levels. And why would I actually say that this specific Fibonacci retracement level is right now such an important one already? Remember, only a couple of days ago, before Bitcoin actually started moving towards the upside impulsively, before we formed another all-time high. Look at this, right? We have gotten an impulse, correction, another impulse, another correction, another impulse. Then we have gotten some kind of an ABC correction. And if you right now measure how low Bitcoin actually went in terms of our Fibonacci price targets, you're actually going to see we hit 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level, and of course we did not go towards the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, which was slightly lower. That is why I am telling to you the 0.236 and 0.32 in a very strong uptrend are already going to be some very important price targets, especially if you notice that both of them are aligning with some very important levels that I am going to share with you right now. And because we are looking for long or buying positions at those specific areas, you can actually get yourself a free 8,000 US dollar bonus without KYC and without VPN on BitUnix exchange with the second link down below in the description. Because only after you register, you're going to get 10 USDT completely for free. This specific bonus is valid only for the first 300 users, and then deposit on your account because you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. You can track everything if you're going to go in the campaign center, where you're going to see that yes, as of right now, we are having quite an exclusive campaign, and yes, you can track your deposits, you can trade your volume, and also if you're a bigger player or a whale, you have also some very nice deposit bonuses right now ready for you with the second link down below in the description after you register and after initial deposit. Now, let me actually share with you why both of those Fibonacci retracement levels are such nice levels you should really not ignore. So the thing is, if Bitcoin right now does already see a push towards upside, pay attention to 105.8 and 104.4 thousand US dollars. Now, to be honest, yes, I would say the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level, in my opinion, is a nicer and a better level because it also does align, guess what, with the liquidity level. But the thing is, the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level is also some kind of a very important level because it does align with the biggest volume cluster once we are measuring the entire upper price action. So you're going to see the point of control or the biggest volume cluster of the entire upper price action is right now landing at 105.5 thousand US dollars. So just slightly below our 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level. So that is why I am telling to you, already if Bitcoin starts right now moving towards upside and starts breaking our horizontal range right here, pay attention towards this very nice zone of support. If we are then going to go even lower towards upside, towards our 0.32, simply we can be looking to add even more to our long positions with a stop loss below this specific area of support, targeting clearly another all-time high. And additionally, we are going to go one step further. What if we right now apply our exponential moving averages on our chart? On the 4-hour time frame, both of those exponential moving averages, the 50 and 200 one, are actually landing exactly in this specific zone. And usually in a very strong uptrend, you're actually going to see how nicely the 50 EMA has been respected. Not only 50, also 200 EMA, we actually hit the level, we got a very strong bounce towards the upside. That is why if Bitcoin does right now see another push down into the exponential moving averages, into our Fibonacci levels, into our point of control, maybe even into our liquidity level, it is a very nice area of support where we can be looking to add something to our long positions or simply fire another long position on Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies or different altcoins. But also right now, when you pay attention to the CME futures chart, you can actually see that Bitcoin does have a gap exactly at 106.5 thousand US dollars. So it does look like already this specific 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level, it is a very important level because if we hit it, already the gap right here is going to be closed, which is of course also going to be another bullish Bitcoin indication. So ideally as of right now, let's see if we do see a push down. If we do continue higher before a push down, once again remember, we can still look for a potential short or a sell position at approximately 109,000 US dollars. And also I want to say, you can actually see how I am approaching the chart. I am not guessing up, I am not guessing down. I am only aware of the levels I am prepared to trade. And with this, I cannot be wrong on my prediction because I am simply prepared to actually fire a long position at the area of support. I am managing my risk because of course I know exactly where my stop loss is going to be, and also I know exactly what is then going to be my next important price target. So the reality is, you don't need to know in which direction Bitcoin is going to go for you to make money in the market. I have been printing with all of those long positions for the past couple of days right here. I trade the most important levels, I trade the highest probability setups, and let's try to see what Bitcoin is going to offer to us. If we do see a push down, we can look for another long position, we have a stop loss, we have take profit, and that is simply going to be our entire plan. That is why if you want to trade with us and take an advantage of the free bonus without KYC and without VPN, click the second link down below in the description because only after you register you're already going to get 10 USDT and then deposit on your account because you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.